Good afternoon, Texans. My name is Quanecia Fraser, and I'm here in the studio with Daniele Gramolini and Monica Ruggeri.
Yes.
So Daniele, you said the CEO of Lingua Adiale, and Monica, you are the event manager of Lingua Adiale. How are y'all today?
We're fine. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Good, cool. How do you guys like Texas?
Well, it's I like it. I like it very much, actually. Actually, more and more.
Really,
the
the
more
more-
I stay here, the more I like it.
Okay, what about you, Monica?
Yeah, I love food. And it's something very, special because we Italian people, we know that we think that our food is the best one in the world. Why? Here in Texas, I really love Tex-Mex.
Really,
Yes.
really. What's one of your favorite Tex-Mex foods?
We tasted, what's the name? That is the typical Mexican food with you put
Like
some
tacos?
Yeah, tacos,
Tacos,
with
okay.
some chicken inside and beans and sauces and something like this. And we also tasted an hamburger that is probably the first hamburger I ever tasted in my life, even if, of course, we have a lot of hamburgers in Italy, but this is very different.
And it was good?
Yeah, very
Okay,
good.
all right. Okay, so we got that down. We got the food down.
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you guys, what exactly is Lingua Adiale?
Well, Lingua Ideale is the University Center of Italian and Culture Language, Italian Language and Culture of the University of Urbino, which is a university in the middle, in the center of Italy. And we were born like a spin-off of the university, giving this service to all students, foreign students who would like to come to Italy and study Italian language. So we are offering courses, but not only courses in Italian language, but also linked to culture, like could be, I don't know, maybe Raphael, because Urbino, our city, is the city where Raphael the painter was born. Or courses in Italian kitchen, like courses linked to Rossini, which is the famous composer, who was born in a city close to our city. And then we are giving also courses linked to the bicycle, or courses linked to the handicraft, so many things, because you cannot divide culture and language. Language and culture are always together. It's just one thing, we say,
All right, so why do you think study abroad is so beneficial for American students, especially in places like Italy and other parts of Europe?
Well, I can give you a first answer, which is because when you go abroad and you experience a different culture, you can better understand your own culture. So when you come back to your country, you can really you make answers, questions, to yourself. Why is this here like that? I mean, otherwise you wouldn't think about that. When we have foreign students in our courses, always make questions about our culture, and we have to think about that. Why are we like that? Why is our culture like that? And so this helps you a lot. Very. That's probably the most important thing. And then also because you can experience different way of living. You can meet different people, different way of thinking, and so this is what I think is the most important point for
And
that.
in Urbino, this is very, easy because since it's a university town, it's full of students coming from all over Italy and also all over the world because of our international programs. So you are really in contact with other students, foreign students, Italian students coming from all over Italy that are very different because, as you probably know, people in Italy lives in a different way than people in the south, and here in the center of Italy, again, a different way. So it's really a way to know different cultures, different points of view, and I think that you come back that you are really a different person.
Wow. So what can students expect from next summer's study abroad program?
Well, we are trying to make some new connections. We are here in Tarleton University, right, for this reason. I mean, we have been meeting many faculty who would like to open new programs in Urbino, and we would like really to be like the headquarter of Tarleton in Urbino, right? And we are trying to give as many facilities as well to students. We are offering like accommodations at the university dorms, so students can share rooms with Italian students and they really can experience Italian life, you know. And then we are giving also canteen cards so they can experience again Italian food with other Italian students. And we are offering some tours as well all over Italy, and we are like, for example, experience like museums or big cities, because it's important to see also big cities like Florence, Venice, Ravenna, but we rather think that Urbino is better because it's a real Italian city. It's not that big. Students are inside the city, which is a city campus, so they are like a Tarleton campus, but inside a city. So old buildings, they have classroom in old buildings, and they are with the other Italian students. They are not in a different part of the city. So we are trying to offer all these things for foreign students.
We try to organize also some activities or laboratories which make them in contact with, you know, art, kitchen, handicraft, that is, for example, cooking laboratory, leather laboratory, that are very funny because it's a moment to, you know, you can have fun together, but at the same time you learn something, and you know, and we try to give customized program. That is, we know that every faculty, every kind of student have different needs because of their, you know, if it's a nursing student, probably she will be or he will be more interested in the Italian health system that is very different to yours. Or if you are an art student, you will be more interested in museums and also in visiting big towns like Florence and Ravenna. So we generally give the same program, but at the same time we try to customize it, putting different activities in order to your needs.
And of course we are giving Italian
Yeah, of
language
course.
classroom, because
That is the main
first
thing.
So does that help
main-
students with like the language?
Exactly,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay,
Not
okay.
that many hours, since Tarleton students are not studying Italian here, but we just give like 20 hours so they can start, you know, like they can go outside the classroom and they can order an ice cream, or they can order pizza. I mean, they feel like being in the Italian system, you know. And then we are also giving art history classroom, so they can have a global vision of our country and town as well.
Wow, okay. So what else do you two want students at Tarleton to know about this whole program?
Well,
There is what is more. There's more information, you mean?
Yeah, like what
About
else?
this,
Yeah,
what else
anything
they
else
should
you wanted
do.
to let students know about it all?
They should do that. I know that sometimes for some students, even above all if their first time abroad, they may be a bit scared about it. Everybody talks about the cultural shock. That is true. That is, when you are in a very different place for the first time, you may have this cultural shock. And this is bigger if you are in a huge town and you can feel alone. But in Urbino, this what happened, because even if you are in contact with a completely different country and culture above all, you are in a familiar place because it's a small town. People are happy to take care of you. We are there to help the students. And so generally students coming in Urbino don't feel this cultural shock too much because they are immediately in a familiar dimension, you say, and they really enjoy it. And I think that is very important. for them.
We normally suggest, faculty members and professors to run at least a 3 week program, because that helps students in being part of the country where they are. Because if you experience just 10 days, you cannot understand the culture in the country where you are. And so it's like when normally 4 weeks, and so the first week students are like, oh, where am I? The second week is like, this is good country. And the third week and the fourth week, they don't want to leave the country anymore. And so this is really important, to take time to stay and leave the country.
And sometimes they come back, and this is the best thing that could happen. They come back just to meet us, just to meet their friends, the new friends they made, or just to visit Urbino again. So this is wonderful.
We really suggest to make an experience like that, because it opens your mind when you come back. Your mind is really different, really different.
All right. Okay, once again, I'm Quanecia Fraser. I'm here with Daniele Gramolini and Monica Ruggeri.
Yes.
Did I say y'all's last names right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruggeri,
okay.
It's very difficult pronunciation. Also for Italian people sometimes.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being in here.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.